Okay. Now we see the example number 5 from the MB Karkol book. MB Karkol book. You see the example. Saraswati Book Publications agreed to take up the printing and sale of book. Saraswati Publication means they are the publishers. And from the author Sri Sadanand. Sadanand is the author. Saraswati Publications is the publisher. And here lessee is Saraswati Publication, lesser is Sadanand, author. Okay. On 1/7/1980, agreement made on 1/7/1980. Okay. And the following are the terms of agreement. They made agreement on 1/7/1980. The terms of agreement were, the first is royalty is payable. Royalty is 20% on the selling price of the book. Royalty rate of royalty is 20%. 20% on the selling price of the book. And the price of the book is 25 rupees. Okay. You calculate 25% on this 25. 20% on 25 is nothing but rupees 5. Okay. First you calculate the rate of royalty. Directly don't go for solving the problem. First point, royalty. Royalty is equal to 20% on the selling price. Selling price is rupees 25. 20% on 25 is rupees 5. Therefore, first point clear, rate of royalty is 5 rupees. And second point, the minimum rent to be paid rupees 10,000 per annum. Minimum rent is 10,000. Second point clear. And third point is the excess of minimum rent over actual royalty is recoverable. Excess of minimum rent over royalty is nothing but short working. Excess of minimum rent over royalty means short working. That is recoverable out of royalties of the next 3 years. Here the wording is next 3 years. It is floating time. Floating time. Next 3 years. For the first year, next 3 years. Second year, next year of the next 3 years of the second year. For third year short working, next 3 years of the third year. Like that, you have to take the period and try to recoup the short working. Okay. First point is royalty rupees 5. Second point, minimum rent rupees 10,000. Short working recovery next 3 years. And fourth point regarding strike, there is no strike period. Okay. On the basis of these, you have to prepare the royalty chart. Okay. Years are here. First year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. So instead of first year, second year, third year, fourth year, you have to take the year end date. First year end date, second year end date, third year end date, fourth year end, fifth year end. 1/4/1/7/1980 is the first year starting date. It is agreement date is the starting date. This year ends on 30th June 1981. Next year June is the year end. Like that, you have to take the year date instead of year. You have to take the date. I'll take in the chart. Okay. And show the necessary accounts in the books of Saraswati Publication. Saraswati Publication means lessee. Is the lessee. In the lessee book, you have to prepare the accounts. One is royalty. Second is lesser. Lesser means author. Author means Sadanand. Sadanand account. Third is short working account. Simple. Okay. I'll see the table. First, you calculate the rate of royalty. Rate of royalty is equal to price per copy into royalty percentage. You fill the values. 25 is the selling price per book into 20% is equal to royalty rate is 5 rupee. Like this, you calculate if percentage is given. Okay. Then draw the chart. Royalty chart. This is the royalty chart. First, you write the year. Date. First year end is 30th June 81. It ends on starting date is 1/7/1980. 1/7/1980 starting date, and this year ends on 30th June 1981. Like that. Like that, second year ends on 30th June 82. Third year ends on 30th June 83. Fourth year ends on 30th June 84. Fifth year ends on 30th June 1985. Now you take the output. Output is first year 400, second year 750, 1600, 3000, 4500 as per the given problem. Then you take the rate. Rate is rupees 5. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay. Rate is 5. Then royalty. Multiply these two. Output and rate. Output means units sold. Number of copies sold. Number of copies sold is the output. 400 into 5, 2000. 750 into 5, 3750. 1600 into 5, 8000. 3000 into 5, 15,000. 4,500 into 5, 22,500. Okay, this is the royalty. Then minimum rent 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. Every year 10,000 is the minimum rent. There is no strike, therefore minimum rent will be same for all the years. Okay. Next you calculate short working. Short working is equal to minimum rent minus royalty. Minimum rent minus royalty. First year 8,000, 10,000 minus 2,000. Second year 10,000 minus 3,750, 6,250. Third year 10,000 minus 8,000, it is 2,000. And fourth year there is no short working because royalty is more. Royalty is more, therefore no short working. Then last year there is no short working because royalty is more than minimum rent. Next, you calculate excess. Excess means royalty minus minimum rent. First year, not possible. Second year, not possible. Third year, not possible. Fourth year, 15,000 minus 10,000 is equal to 5,000. 22,500 minus 10,000, it is 12,500 excess. Okay. Next, you calculate the short working recovery. For the recovery of short working, instruction given in the problem is you are permitted to recover the short working in the next 3 years. Next 3 years. Next 3 years means this 8,000 can be recovered in the next 3 years means 1982, 83, 84. These are the next 3 years. And for the 6,250, next 3 years are 83, 84, 85. And for this 2000, next 3 years are 84, 85, 86. Like this, next 3 years you have to consider to recover the short working. First year, there is no excess. Second year, no excess. Third year, no excess. Okay, you see here. This 8,000 is to be recovered. This 8,000 is to be recovered from the excess amount. From the excess amount, not from the other amounts. You have to recover from the excess amount. First time given is next 3 years. Next 3 years is 1, 2, 3. In the third year, in the last year, third year, 5,000 is the excess. Okay. Out of this 8,000, you recover 5,000. It is possible to recover 5,000. 8,000 is the first year short working. 8,000 is the first year short working. Time given for this is next 3 years. And next 3 years ends at this stage. At this stage means on 30th June 1984, period lapse. At the end of the third year, there is a 5,000 excess. You recover this 5,000. You recover 5,000. Then out of 8,000, 5,000 is recovered. 5,000 is recovered. Then balance of 3,000 is not possible to recover in the next year because time given completed. Therefore, the balance of 3,000 goes to next column. You have to take to the next column whenever it is not possible to recover. Only when you comes to know that that amount is not possible to recover, then you transfer to the irrecovery column. Otherwise, you do not transfer to the irrecovery column. Remember this. Okay, 8,000. You see about this 8,000 once again. 8,000 period given is next 3 years. Next 3 years is the 1984 up to 1984. 5,000 is the excess amount. 5,000 recovered. Then remaining 5,000 not possible. Then goes to recovery column. Like this, you have to take to the recovery column. Only when it is not possible to recover. Then come to the second 6,250. 6,250 next 3 years are 1, 2, 3 up to this stage. Up to this stage means up to 1985. 84 5,000 amount is there, but it is already lapsed. It is already recovered. Therefore, you go to next amount 12,500 is excess. Time given for 6,250 is next 3 years 1, 2, 3. Okay, these are the 3 years. Here you can recover 6,250. It is possible to recover. Okay, you can recover 6,250 here. Full amount is recoverable. Okay, and regarding this 2,000 you see here. For regarding this 2,000, time given is next 3 years. You don't wait for next 3 years. If last year that you do not wait up to last year. If possible, before the last year, you recover it. Okay, therefore 6,250 is recoverable out of 12,500 in the third year, and this 2,000 short working is also recoverable in this stage itself. Remember this. Okay, 6,250 it is recoverable. It is the last year, and 2,000 for this 2,000. This 2,000 is recoverable in the next 2 year itself. In the next 2 year itself. Therefore, you recover in the second year. Okay. So 6,250 plus 2,000, 8,250. Total amount can be recovered from this amount because 12,500 is the excess. 12,500 is the excess amount. Out of that, you recover whatever short working is there. That is 6,250 plus 2,000, 8,250. 8,250 you recover. Then you don't go for the next stage. So 6,250 plus 2,000, 8,250 total recovered, and the recovered is 0. Okay. Then short working you recover from 0, 0, 0. You put 0. And next is payment. Payment is equal to royalty plus SW minus SWR. 2,000 plus 8,000 minus 0. 3,750 plus 6,250 minus 0. 8,000 plus 2,000 minus 0. 15,000 plus 0 minus 5,000. 22,500 plus 0 minus 2,000. Sorry, once again you see here. 22,500 plus 0 minus 8,250. 14,250. Like this, you apply the equation. Regarding this, you have to remember 4 equations. Regarding this table, you remember 4 equations. First equation is royalty. Royalty is equal to output into rate. Next, short working is equal to minimum rent minus royalty. Excess is equal to royalty minus minimum rent. Then payment is equal to royalty plus SW minus SWR. Remember this thing. Okay. Then we see the accounts. Ledger accounts in the books of lessee. Ledger accounts in the books of lessee. Lessee is publisher. Okay. Saraswati publisher. First account is royalty account. In the royalty account, you write the year and date. Debit side to lesser. I will take the name of lesser. Credit side by P&L account. Debit side lesser. Credit side by P&L account. Date, year and date. Then amount, royalty column amount. Royalty column amount. Remember once again. To Sadananda account, 2,000 is the royalty. Date, by P&L account, royalty 2000. Close the account, take total 2000. Next, to Sadanand account. Sadanand is the lesser. Lesser means author. Okay. Sadanand account 3750 royalty. Date by P&L account 3750 total. Second year completed. Third year to Sadanand account 8000 royalty by P&L account 8000 total 8000. Next, fourth year to Sadanand account royalty 15,000 by P&L account 15,000 total 15,000. Fourth year completed. Fifth year date to Sadanand account 22,050 royalty. Date by P&L account 22,500 total. Okay, you see this debit side date, year and date you write every year. Then to Sadanand account debit side means lesser, always only one word. You remember only one word. And amount from the royalty column. All the amounts. The amount is from the royalty column. By P&L account is the second item. You remember only three things regarding this. Regarding royalty account, you remember only three things. One is debit side, lesser name. Credit side, P&L. Amount, royalty column. These three things you remember and prepare the account. Very simple. Okay. Next account is lesser account. Lesser means author. Author means Sadanand. Sadanand account. You see here. About this. Debit side to bank account. Remember 3 points here also. Debit side, lesser, bank account. Credit side, royalty. Credit side, royalty. Whatever difference comes, that is short working. Okay, in the particular column. Debit side to bank, credit side by royalty. Difference, if difference arises, the difference is to be taken as short working. It may be debit side or credit side. Okay. Debit side, bank amount, payment column. Debit side, payment column. Credit side, royalty column. Amount. Remember these two. Okay. Debit side to bank. Debit amount comes from payment column. Credit side by royalty. Amount comes from royalty column. Close every year account. If there is a difference, that different represents short working. That difference represents short working. Otherwise, account will be closed. Okay, you see here. Date to bank. 10,000 is the payment column. First year. By royalty. First year royalty 2,000. Take the total 10,000. Okay, difference is 8,000. Here difference is 8,000. You write as short working. By short working. Second year date to bank. Payment column 10,000. Date by royalty. Royalty 3,750. Take the total 10,000. Difference 6,250. This is short working. Date to bank. Payment 10,000. Date royalty 8,000. Total 10,000. Difference 2,000. It is short working. Okay. Next. Date bank. Payment 10,000. Date royalty account. Royalty 15,000. Total 15,000. Difference 5,000. Two short working. You see here. First 3 years difference is on credit side. That is by royalty. And here fourth year difference is in credit side. This is two short working. Okay. Clear. Next date. Fifth year. To bank. 14,250. By royalty 22,500. Total 22,500. Difference 8,250. 8,250. It is two short working. Or this is the account. You remember once again. Debit side always you write to bank and take the date, year and date. and amount from the payment column amount, credit side by royalty, amount from royalty column, different you represent as short working. It may be credit side or debit side. Clear? This is simple. These words you remember and prepare the account. Next account, short working account. Short working account. In the short working, debit side, you have to show the lesser account for SW amount. If amount is in the SW column, write to lesser. Yes, amount is in SWR, you write as by lesser. If amount is in SWIR column, by P&L account. These three things you remember. Once again, I'll tell you. To lesser for SW column, by lesser for SWR column, by P&L account for SWIR column amount. And close the account and ascertain the balance, and balance goes to next year. See here. First year end to Sadanand. Lesser is Sadanand. There is 8,000 amount in the SW column. Okay. 8,000 in the SW column. First year in the first line. And there is no amount in the SWR and SWIR. Therefore, there is no amount in the SWR and SWIR column. Therefore, you close the account and ascertain the balance. By balance carried down 8,000. Total is 8,000. Okay. This balance comes to next year 111781. You have to take the opening date. First year ends on 30th June 81 and second year starts on 1781. Two balance brought down 8,000. This is the first year entry. And in the second year also, there is no amount in the SWR column and SWIR column. Therefore, you have to take the second year end to Sadanand account. Amount is 6,250. 6,250. It is in the SW column. SWR, SWR, no. Therefore, you take the total and take the balance to the next year. By balance carried down 14,250. Total is 14,250. First, you take the total and then write the balance. 14,250 is the total. By balance carried down is 14,250. And next year, 1782, two balance brought down. Two balance brought down 14,250. It is the second year completion. In the third year, there is also SW. So to Sadanand account 2,000. Okay, SW column amount. Then there is no amount in the SWR and SWIR. And take the total, and total is 16,250, and this is the balance carried down. Balance carried down. 17,1983, two balance brought down 16,250. In this way, we go to calculate the balance. And in the 1983 opening and 1984, this year ends on 30th June 1984. In this year, in the fourth year, there is no SW amount. There is no SW amount. Therefore, debit side, there is no transaction. And there are two items, SWR and SWIR in the credit columns. Credit side, by Sadanand account 5,000. This is SWR column. And by P&L account 3,000. This is SWIR column. You read, see the record. These two are there, but SW is not in the column. Therefore, you close the account and ascertain the balance. Balance is 8,250. Okay, balance is 8,250. Next year, two balance brought down is 8,250. Fourth year completed. In the fifth year, there is no amount in the SW column. Therefore, debit side, no transaction. And there is a credit side, SWIR column. in the SWIR column, therefore, by Sadanand account. You write by Sadanand account, amount is 8,250. Close the account, total is tally, and there is no balance. If the balance comes, you write as a by balance carried down and to balance brought down. Okay, this is the thing you have to remember. This is the second example I solved. First of all, you go through the video. You go through the video and then you prepare the chart. You prepare the chart in your notebook and then you prepare the accounts with your own knowledge. Don't go for copying the lecture. Okay. Thank you.